We gonna see if people pop in here. Mm. I had to go look up and make sure I spelled her name right, because I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know how old she is, but she really wise. At least in how she's sounding. Oh, she live right now? Hold on. Oh no. Oh boy. Hey, we gonna see. People pop in, you pop in. If you don't, you don't. I'm still on here and I'm still gonna say what I really came on here to say, because today was I don't know, today I really spent a lot of time really trying to figure out how to download music and getting my playlist together for these music. Says, hey, welcome on in, welcome. I spent a lot of time today really on somebody's live. Somebody popped up from on my For You screen, and I was captivated. I just was really captivated about what she was saying. I mean, a lot of stuff touched home, like almost as if I don't know. A couple of people I spoke to today, it was as if they were. It's as if they were all in my business, but I don't know them. Like I just pop in on a live I feel comfortable in, but they talking something good, and give a leave a positive comment, because today started officially my being positive journey, so to speak. I'll still tear your ass up if you come for me, but with that being said, I ran across this live. Now I don't know. I think that the TV and your phone and YouTube and that kind of stuff. They listen to you. It's like they got them like they spying on us. And previously, I had some interactions with somebody who plays with the tarot cards and stuff like that. And I say play with because I don't know who's serious and who's not on it. So a lot of different tarot card reading people are popping up, like when they're doing the readings or whatever. But in particular today, I ran across this live, and I tagged her in the description. Maybe she'll see it, maybe she won't, but I'm just putting it out there that she really piqued my attention. She captivated my attention. Let me look and make sure I get it right. Like I said, I tagged her just so I don't want to talk about somebody. I don't want to talk about somebody and not at least let them know that I'm actually I felt compelled uh, to speak on them. So this is the community, but her channel name is Word from the Wise, and if I'm not saying her name wrong, I believe her name is Alicia. You'll see on her channel. But even when I was listening to her at first, I didn't really know that she was into the spiritual thing and those kind of things. But furthermore, I just want to say, like, hit the like while y'all popping in. Don't just come in peeking and tweaking and not hit the live. Come on, that's just respect. I hit the live on anybody's channel I sit and listen to for even a couple seconds. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying. I felt compelled to watch her and interact. I didn't just, I just didn't sit in the back, but I was interacting, and it came. Some of the things she was saying was like almost as if it was like focused to me, like focused in my brain, because I'm having a little bit of a conflict with cutting people to fuck off, and leaving it there. Like as far as oh, what the hell is that? I just got caught watching some weird stuff. Anyway, I when I say cutting people off, like not dudes or stuff like that, and quite frankly, I'll cut you off quick, but it's respinning the block that I have a problem with, especially if we fell out over a misunderstanding. And I'm not talking about any kind of man. I'm talking about somebody I was cool with at my old job, and I was really feeling like I wanted to spin the block on our friendship. only because I feel like it fell apart on a misunderstanding. But that's a whole nother story. But back to running across people today that while I'm having these conflicted thoughts of, okay, first of all, I'm new to being on this side of the camera, so what do I really want to do with my platform? Like I can talk shit with the best of them, and I've been on a couple of people platforms, you know, and they've been beneficial to me in some aspect. And that went back to what old girl was talking about. I want to call her Alicia, and I hope that I'm addressing her properly. But it's like she said, or we were talking about people that come in your life for a reason and a season, and I truly believe that. You know, people have come into my life for a reason and a season, and pretty much, yeah, yeah. Everybody in my adult life has come into my life for a reason or a season. But I have no problem being alone. Like I don't have like a circle of people I hang with like on a daily, like, oh, we're gonna hang, like, what you doing? I don't talk on the phone. I don't do those kind of things on the regular. Now I'm not saying that I never do it because that would be a lie. And that's one thing I really don't lie. And sometimes thank you. Sometimes, telling the truth hurts people, and I have a problem with that too, because I'll bluntly tell the truth on things and maybe hurt somebody's feelings. But back to the reason and the season, like the more I communicated like through this person's live and just listen to her talk about, I didn't even really know who she was talking about, but I knew the scenario because life is just a rotation of scenarios and we all go through different betrayals, different heartbreak, different love, different reasons things happen. Welcome in, Paul Carr. Welcome in, welcome in. Um, so with saying on that and speaking on the interactions that I was having with this specific content creator, it made me understand that it's okay to let people go, even if they did something good in your life at one point. Like, for example, let's just say, because I asked her this question and maybe I can elaborate more on it here, but let's just say I gave you the ups on something, like how to do something and not have to really just do it the hard way. And I gave you that game and I gave you that ups. But then when you took it and ran with it and started getting your hustle on, let's just use the YouTube streets for an example. Somebody gave me the game on how to be able to go live, right? And because I've had my channel since 2015 and I never really had the thing to want to go live. But let's just say that okay, they gave me the game to go live, but then when I started networking and including the people I was interacting with on this person's channel, they got mad. They got mad, called me all kinds of bitches yesterday and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, wow, hit the like for me now. Please hit the like, at least hit the like. But they called me all kinds of bitches and just started moving weird, like jealous, weird shit. And it's just strange to me. So and I really had a problem. I really wanted to cap and go back and forth with this person about like who the fuck are who are you to talk about me? You don't know me. You're talking about me as if I was your woman or something and I was being unloyal or something. It was crazy. But back to more so on the spiritual level, like how she was talking and like I said, I've ran across different pages that were doing tarot card readings. Of she wasn't doing the readings at the time. I believe I peeped them in the background, and from what she was speaking on, she tries to harness the good part of of speaking to the spirits and stuff like that. And now, don't get me wrong. I know there's some shucking and jiving tarot card readers out there. Absolutely, it's a lot of fake shit out there. But I do believe in good. I mean, without bad, you can't have good. Without evil, you can't have good. Without rain, without sunshine, you can't have rain. With the yin and the yang to things. So when she started speaking about, just being able to tap into that kind of thing and thinking on a higher level and being able to tap into that kind of thing, it really was it really was the kick that I needed to be able to try to say, okay, I'm going to focus on I'm gonna focus on what I know I'm supposed to be doing. I know I'm putting people's place in their spaces for a reason in a season. Just like with my godson. Me and his mother weren't real tight friends, but ever since this boy's been two weeks old, that's my baby. And now he stays with me, and I'm in his life for a reason in a season. And sometimes I forget that. Like sometimes I forget that God has moved for me. God has made a way out of no way for me. In the midst of my madness, in the midst of the things that I allowed to take me down through there on a lot of things. So I wanted to shout her out. I wanted to shout Alicia, and like I said, her channel is Word from the Wise. I mean, check her out. I mean, she isn't particularly funny. She doesn't do tricks. She ain't somebody you could say I give you $10 and blow fart or whatever. She's not that type. It's not the type of channel. She's just kicking real talk, sitting back talking her shit. And sometimes you need to run across somebody who's just speaking on what you need to hear at the time. I don't know. I just thought that was really cool. You know, I thought it was cool. Like I said, I know God has moved for me in a lot of ways, and I've run across people that are saying what I need to hear, even if they're not talking to me. Even if they're not talking to me, sometimes you can always get a word from somebody and get meaning out of what somebody is telling out of their story and what they're saying. If you stop to listen and apply, you saw a lot of times people make jokes and talk shit about people online, or you run across somebody and you don't like the way they look, or even like this haircut. I've been on to comb the curls out, but anyway, you don't like the way they look or the way they voice sound, or whatever, or they may say something you disagree with at times. People really are quick to judge and quick to talk foul and be nasty. And I'm good at getting caught up in that though. I like to talk shit. I like to cap. I like to roast, and I can take it as well as I can give it. So, I like to do that kind of stuff. But when people start getting nasty and pointing you out specifically, you Tristar bitch, or you Tristar this, or you Tristar that, that's what it stops being. It stops being for the internet, it stops being entertainment, and it starts being the devil working through somebody to try to fuck with your self-esteem. And I believe the devil is real. I believe evil is real. I believe there's demons. I believe in all that stuff. A lot of times I don't entertain that stuff because I don't want to give it power in my life. But you sometimes you have to recognize that even if somebody did do something good or give you the game for whatever reason, and you want to support them, so you show up and show out, whatever for their channel or whatever, and then they turn on you like a fucking viper, and they call you out your name, and they bait you into doing and saying things that you don't normally do and say. And that doesn't only go for one specific channel. There's another one too that I was invested in, and I allowed him to fucking bait me, but I really do. That's something I'm gonna work on, because I feel like you can't come for me. You can't fucking come for me without me coming for you. I can give it as well. I can take it and I can give it. And I feel like that's fun sometimes, but we have to be having understanding. We can do dual screen and we can cap on each other. We can do that. That's fun. But as long as it's all in good fun and good faith, man. When people start taking it serious and calling you a bitch, and they don't even know you, but because they feelings hurt because you went to somebody else's page that you found on in they live, and they beefing with them, and they just call you a bitch and all this kind of stuff. That's the devil. That's the devil working through somebody. And I sometimes, yes, you got to watch the company you keep, because shit, they say you lay down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. And I believe if somebody has a chaotic chat, and it's all cap and everybody's talking shit, you get caught up in that shit talking, and sometimes things can't get carried away. I don't only participate on cap channels. I do have a couple other channels where when you go over there, it's not cap talk. It's built on, solid engagement with people. It's about sharing information, uh, bringing things to light, and since I am new to, being in the YouTube, being on this side of the camera, I feel like that's a commitment I'm gonna make, is to not try, fuck trying for suckers. I'm going to keep it positive. I'm going to try to not, I keep saying the word try. That's not the way. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to do the best that I can to stay positive and maybe put something out there that somebody else can gain some information from. So with that being said, just know if you fucking come for me, I'm not gonna let that stand. I'm just not. I will let you know about yourself. However, I'm not gonna allow you to take over my space in my mind. But I will, yeah, I have it. I will work on. Fuck that. If you come for me, I'm coming for you back. Right then and there. I call bullshit when I see it. I have a good eye for calling cap and bullshit. So I'm gonna continue to do that, because that's one of my good traits. That's one of the things that I know I do well, is I can call bullshit when I see it. With that being said, I just wanted to come on here real quick. For those of you that stayed, hit the like, all of that, I appreciate you, because just if you talk to one or two people, that's all that, that may be the one or two people that need to hear what you have to say. And I learned that today. I learned that today on a couple of people's platforms, but this one in particular, she's in the description. I put her channel in there. This person in particular really made me recognize that, without evil, there's no good. Without sunshine, there's no rain. These type of things. So without the devil, there is no God. You see what I'm saying? So in this realm here that we sitting in on YouTube, you know, the television, it's called television. It's there to trap your mind. It's there to keep you stuck in something if you allow yourself to be stuck in that. And today I choose not to be stuck in negativity. And with that being said, yesterday I had a live and somebody popped on from Awesome's channel and wanted to have a discussion. And at the end of the discussion, her and I had, so can you find it in your heart to stop dragging him? No, the fuck I can't. So I meant what I said when I say if anyone comes over here and asks me what happened, I will tell. But other than that, I don't have anything negative to say. You know, that's what I'm not the, yeah, but I'm not going to go out of my way to address him. I'm not going to go out of my way to make any more shorts or videos and tagging him in it. Fuck that. I'm not going to do it. I am going to choose to be more positive. I am going to choose to move in my feminine energy and only allow that side to come out when you come for me. If you call for me, I'm gonna let you know. Because don't ever get it twisted, please. I'm not the one. I can take correction. If I'm off on a topic, I definitely can say, hey, you're right. I was wrong. That's not a problem. We can agree to disagree. And that's what I want to build my platform on. When I choose to be here. I have information that people can use and find helpful. And that's what I'm going to focus on doing from now on. And that's all I really wanted to come on and say before I had my 5 o'clock somewhere, my spirit, and they do call alcohol spirits. And I don't drink like I used to, because I sort of have the tolerance of a horse. I can go on and get down. But that's not what I want to do. I'm not, one of those ones that gets nasty, stupid drunk. Not saying I haven't gotten stupid drunk before. I sure have. But that's when me and my husband were together, because he had my back. He knew I wasn't a drinker like that. So if I got a little overly tipsy, he had my back. I'm not a mean drinker. I'm not any of that. So stick around. You might see something funny. I may attempt to do my lashes or curl my hair. Who knows? Maybe I'll pull out the airbrush makeup system. With that being said, I still shout her out. I'm going to do it again. I want to make sure I get her. I got to put my glasses back on to make sure I get her channel right. It's Alicia at Word from the Wise, WIZE. Check her out if you just want to hear some real talk about real life and her life in a real way and whatever. Like I said, I don't know her personally. I just her page popped up on my For You page, and that's what I did. So with that being said, it's all good. I let me see. I am not gonna be on here long. I just wanted to come out and say that. Uh-oh, Detroit 7 Mile. Woohoo. Let's see what's happening. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know. They say this little clip is where the police wrong or right. They pulled up on somebody and was like, let me get your ID. That almost seems like a stop and search type of thing because you don't have to give your ID to the police if they just roll up on you. You do not have to identify yourself. I know that for facts. So whatever that's all about. So with that being said, today was a good day. Today was positive. I started today on a positive note. I'm ending today on a positive note. Oh wow, she makes music too. Oh wow. Now that I'm checking her page out, she does music too. That's cool. I wonder if she's on Spotify and stuff like that. I make music sticks. Well, I make music sticks, sell music sticks. I'm gonna start putting some playlists out. They definitely gonna be for sale. And shoot, I don't make the playlist all myself. They are. I do have a co-signer, so when I say they bangers, they bangers. But I country, all kinds of different music sticks, R&B. I recently made a purchase from a DJ Jam and J. He's got some good mixtape sticks. Mine won't be mixtapes. I'm not a DJ. I'm just making playlists, like 80s rap, this or that, just the good ones. Not no non-bangers from back in the day or any day. So I will be doing that. I will be posting up playlists and stuff. They will be for sale. That's coming up. Might as well take advantage of the platform. When I say take advantage, I mean it is all about promoting yourself and what you do. So you might as well get your hustle on. And I can respect those people that hustle on here. I would never want to block anybody's money. I don't come on anybody's channel or platform to expose or block their money. I only did what I did when I went where I went because they called out my name in a video because we had a disagreement. You ain't got to do that. And if you can speak in generalities, but when you say Trista is or Trista fuck you, yeah, your platform is way bigger than mine, and people came for me, so I had to clarify. But with that being said, today was positive. I definitely have learned in the month or two that I have been building my little subscriber list up, base up, that I've made some mistakes. I've definitely taken it in the wrong direction, but you got to make mistakes to correct. If you don't make mistakes, you ain't human. You're not human. So some of us make more mistakes than others, but I really do my best not to make the same mistake twice. So that's real talk there. That's real talk for real. I just want to come on and enjoy myself and talk to people that are like minded. And then when I say like minded, we don't have to agree on everything. We really don't. Hey girl, let me hit the like from my girl, Angel Baby. Yup, check out Angel Baby 8472. She's very positive. She's definitely one of the people that I watched some clips with and have had some chat back and forth with. She's very positive, puts forth good energy, good vibe, very pretty woman. And I have a sneaky suspicion she can be just as sarcastic as I am. I think that, like I said, I have an eye. I can call bullshit when I see it. And everybody out here is trying to do what they can do. I ran across a Friday night talk with another content creator. Him and his girlfriend make music. I'm not gonna shout them out too. Well, damn that, damn that. It's Hybrid 803, and him and his girl make music. and he had a really chill space on Friday night, and we had some conversation. It was not deep conversation, but it was his woman had her birthday, and what's her name, Shani Rocks, Shani Rocks, yeah. I mean, I just had a nice time there. It wasn't a chaotic space. Nobody was disrespectful, and I found that the spaces that I was participating in started becoming toxic. And that's what I say, that kind of energy spreads. So I feel like I'm the same no matter where I go. I'm going to call bullshit when I see it. And I'm going to speak my mind. Now, if I overstep and I say something that offends somebody, I have no problem with apologizing and clarifying my points. But somehow or another, what the hell is this? Oh, somehow I believe that the truth hurts. Like if something I say you take, because I don't speak in every and all. Like it's not every person, like just like every person, because I have a bull ring. It's not in now, but every person with a bull ring is not a fucking libtard fuck or whatever people think. Every person is not this way, and all people in this demographic are not that way. So I don't speak in every and all. So when I say something, if it offends you, first person you need to look at is yourself. Because, like, why do you give a fuck? Why is what I'm saying, why does it offend you? I mean, that part. Now, if you look at yourself and say, no, it's not me, it's what she said, then we can have a conversation. Because I don't, if I could be wrong, I can't, I'm not right about everything. Yeah, he's got kind of a good flow. It's not bad. I mean, when he came across my thing, I said, I remember some of that some stuff on my For You feed. So, like I said, we're going to stay positive. I may start doing some reactions. I may start doing, things like that as far as let me see. Did I put that other one out here? No. Oh no, I did not add. Let me do this. Let me do this because there's always a trick to this YouTube game. There's a trick to it. So this is something different though. I there is a trick to this. And if you feel so inclined, there is a way that you can help your fellow content creators get where they want to be. And really, anyway, I'm gonna save that for my a couple of the ladies that I talk to that are open to I'm here. Hold on. Uh-oh, why I can't? Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. What? Why I can't? Hold on. Oh, duh. Ha 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 ha. Hold on. I did that wrong. Let me go back. I don't know what I was thinking. And I do know how to spell. That's crazy. One second. We're definitely going to keep it positive, but you have to. Don't hate the player, hate the game, is what I say on this YouTube stuff. This is something different. Let's see. Hello. That's funny. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. That's funny. No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to do this. Boom. And we're going to turn it down. Oh, okay. Is it? So I wonder. I think that. Let me see. I'll go back. We'll just do this right here. That's what we'll do. Anywho, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Well, I just gonna call you Nam, I guess, or 2012. How you doing today? How you doing today? I hope all is well with you. I hope all is well. Hope all is very well. I'm just really just having my nighttime. Well, I shouldn't say it like that because I don't do this every night, and it's not. It's just a cocktail. It's a canned cocktail though, so 21 and up only though. There you go. So, but I hope everybody's well on this Monday night. I really do. Today has been a really positive day for me. I had some positive vibes come flowing today. I really did. And I'm gonna tell you what, I made up my mind and I meant what I said. I'm definitely going to stay on the positive tip because don't nobody want to be around no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? No, nobody wants it. Nobody wants to stick around for the nonsense. You have to be positive. You have to stay positive. You really do. And you catch, what's the saying? You catch more flies or bees with honey than vinegar. Whatever it is, you should be sweet, you should be kind, you should be positive because more people will come to you. And I'm a good person. And now a alleged good person because we all don't know each other. Stick around and find out. Stick around and find out because it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, I want to be positive. I want to definitely see I say I wasn't gonna support this character anymore, but I do go on my troll channel. I do still support Awesome. His baby's getting so big and beautiful. Oh shit, hold up. Does he have a members only now? Good for him. Yeah, I'm not though. I'm not giving nobody no money. I'm not gonna do it. And his shit's expensive. Hell no. He got them high paying supporters over there. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I know YouTube takes a portion of his money, but good for him. Good for him. I know who helped him do that, and shout out to you. Shout the fuck out to you. But other than that, and this, yeah. See, and I watch this stuff, and I'm still gonna support from the background. I am. I'm still gonna support folks from the background, even though they weak selves blocked me. Even though, because you're the jealous type, you don't like for nobody to go look at nobody channel. But listen, when y'all catch me getting negative, call my attention to it. Because I surely will get focused in on the negative. And I don't want to do that. I don't, but I am still gonna support and hit the like for the folks that was in that rally of cluster bang I just got caught up in. I still am going to support. It is what it is because, shoot, why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? I don't wish no bad and no harm on nobody. On nobody. Let me see. Really? Hold on. Amen. Let me do it like this because see, because what I don't understand is why. Oh, and another thing, I found out I had made a post about something, and in the post I used like some urban slang. And I got a warning on my channel because they said it was sexual content made to put there to gratify. There was no nudity, there was no sex talk. I used the phrase dick riding. And if you know, you know, that does not, in the context that I used it in, it was not, man, it was not meant that way, man. So I had to go on and take the little training, and I appealed it because it is urban slang for being jealous or watching somebody too closely. Don't you guys agree? Let me know if you agree. Because I certainly, yeah, the whole comment was not, nothing was sexually based, but I guess YouTube has the AI. Like I said, I'm new to these streets, so it is what it is. But that's funny. That's funny. All right, let me stop with this. Uh-oh, no. Oh, maybe. I don't know. I titled one of my shorts, and what I'm seeing, I hope I didn't retitle the wrong one. That would be so awkward looking. I don't know. I might have though. Anyway, it is what it is. So with that being said, bottoms up. Cheers. I still think she, yeah. Anyway, I'm a lot. Strike him on which about, I don't know, maybe they strike, but look, there was a post I put on his, on something I said, I believe I'm talking about, you talking about day one supporter to he whose name. Yeah, I'm glad you did. Maybe they do, I don't know, but usually they may give a warning or something first. Yeah, okay, cool, that's what I thought. But so I'm just gonna call you day one, you know what I'm saying, because you my day one. Ah, but for real, I don't know. But you know, Keely came on my live yesterday. I was doing something training my dog, and Keely popped on my live under a different channel, of course, talking about is can we have a conversation? I was like, about what? Like, what do you mean? Can we have a conversation? Because knowing he sent her over there, I guess some people have been going over there, saying this and that. Okay, so what? Oh, did you? Cool, cool. And I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. I know what it is. But with that being said, and what I'm talking about today, if you were here in the beginning, I was out. Somebody popped up on my For You page, and sometimes you see stuff that you think like, damn, are they reading my mind? And I decided I'm not gonna let the negativity to rag on me. Exactly. That's what I was like. And so she was like, you said you were gonna drop you got something on him, and okay. Well, I just came to find out what that was. Why would I tell you? Why would I tell you what that is? So then she started dropping stuff talking about, well, I know he showed me everything. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And I so swear at that moment, at that moment, because I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. Anybody who was around me, even before, way before she got there. Well, that part and a lot of it when he first did that shit, my feelings were so hurt that I'm like block him. I think I probably trashed the text. You know what I'm saying? How you put stuff in archive or whatever. I I even deleted his phone number. I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have nothing to kick it about. So I wasn't thinking that he was gonna make that fucked up video about me and I was gonna maybe need those receipts. You know what I'm saying? But anybody who's been watching him long enough knows I'm not lying. But what I do know is he's not dumb enough to show her everything. What he did show her, I like when I asked him, like when I was having that trouble out of my boy, like when he did that to me, my godson is going through some shit. Like his mom is nowhere but in Detroit. She's not nowhere but 21 miles away from me. And he don't never see her. He don't never see her. And it's so sad. So he's feeling some kind of way like that. His father just passed away, feeling some kind of way about that. My husband just passed away, it'll be 3 years. So he going through puberty. So when before that happened, I was, getting little information, like little suggestions from. Absolutely. That's when I was like, oh, this motherfucker full of shit. He sent me a text back talking about, oh well, any boy, you should just kick him out of your house. Any boy that would do that to his mother doesn't deserve to live in your home. Bitch, he's 13. Like, just because that's what your family did to you and then killed each other, come on, man. Yeah, that was foul. It was foul. It was. But she want to bring that up to he showed me everything I know about your son. So what? I just didn't bring that to his live because I didn't want people to. It would have taken the focus off of him. Just like, I don't know if you were there. That part right there, that part that lets you know that it's all a smoke show. It's all smoke and mirrors. But I can't be mad at him for that. I can't because it's a game. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, even I had to, like I said, I was never in the running. Yeah. I, like I said, I looked for them videos that people said that he was saying this is how you play game on a woman or whatever. I suspect that he smartened up real quick when he figured out that his niche was going to be people coming in to look at how he looks and then taking an interest in his daughter. He was smart enough to do that. He's not stupid. He's not stupid. But that's regardless. But that's not even who I was talking about. Like I ran across another channel. Like as soon as I stopped fucking with him after he put that video out, or right before that, I popped on somebody else's channel and I kick it real. I talk real. So within 30 minutes, I'm one of his mods. Some people make everybody a mod. Like that's new. It's not that type of cat. He made me a mod. We kicked it. We were like, when I say kicked it, like we talked over the live and we did emails back and forth. And he put me up on how to hustle up on them subscribers. Like, I'm going to tell you what, nobody goes from 0 subscribers to being monetized in under a year. Not on no regular hustle like this, unless you really already have you're known in your area, like you're known, Yeah, somebody. Wait, saved who? Saved who? Because I jumped from another topic. ADHD is real. I jumped to another topic in my brain because I had always been thinking because what I was really gonna push for with him was like, hey, let's like bring people up with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's all about is bringing. Oh, somebody probably did. Somebody probably did. Ain't no telling. No, ain't no telling. Although I'm sure he still has them. He just made them private. He may have a whole nother channel he running that on. We don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Because some guys look for that kind of information. But really, you're not gonna, I had to learn like over this, stumbling with a couple different people in this YouTube space that you're not gonna, you're not gonna. It's quantity over quality. Like Stash Cash, he puts out stuff to help you be able to vlog in public, help you to build your channel and build your platform in a real way. So people are, it's quantity over quality. I'd rather have good people I can kick it with and we can throw ideas around and build each other up. That's why I was talking to Fancy, like, it's easy to get the subscribers. To get the amount of subscribers you need to be monetized is easy. And then watch hours, as long as you post every day a couple times, you're going to get the watch hours. It's going to come. Even with the clips are a good way to get watch hours. you know Anyway, it's easy to, we're supposed to be uplifting each other. We're not supposed to be dragging each other. And that's not just like, oh, a white space or the uplifting of black men. You should be uplifting all fucking men. You know, I think that he focuses on the black community. And I hate to say this because there's always going to be somebody that's going to take what I say fucked up. But you shouldn't just, the black community has been pandered to, like in so many ways. Like politically they've been pandered to. There's so many, like the Black Lives Matter movement, that was such a fucking pandering, and they didn't do shit to help black lives. Where are they when this shit really gets down? So that's what I say. When I mean, you shouldn't pander to just, but I believe that that's a niche. When you say I'm here for the uplifting of black anything, people are going to come, especially if you carry yourself well and you look well, and you have a little girl, and even children in general, and you're you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? Am I explaining that right? I hope I don't sound like a dick. Because yeah, he does. And that's why, and I even said that to Keely. I was like, I noticed you took your cute little picture down, because she used to have a cute little picture of her, just her little face leaning on. So I don't even know what it was, but it's a cute little picture. But as soon as that shit jumped off with me, yeah, Kendra's something different. Yeah, she's something different. Although that's content all day long. You know what I'm saying? That's why I mess with MABW. I knew about MABW way before there was an awesome. You know what I'm saying? Because he says some shit that I can't say without getting dragged. And when I say shit, I it's for all people. Like all people should be uplifting. All people should carry themselves with respect and all that kind of stuff. Like I know I can get ghetto and I can talk shit and be use ebonics and urban language, but I certainly do know how to walk in a bank and handle my business. Probably so. So maybe I start a platform for my kind. Could be fun. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever. I mean, and plus Kendra's pandering to the fucking goofballs out there. Who the fuck would go on her show to find love? Why would you go on there to get dragged? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? So, I mean, that would even just be like the people that go on what was his name? He passed away. I can't think of the guy's name, but they would go on there like I don't know. You just why? But for the exposure, just like I'm telling you, when he did that video on me, that's when I was like, oh wow, look at all these people checking my shit out. Well, why not? Because something I say is going to resonate with somebody, and really, what like when she was like, can you find it in your heart to stop dragging him? No, I can't. Yes, Kevin Samuels. You're right. That's who it was. That's who it was. No, I can't, because why I can't get down too. Don't hate the player, hate the game. This is a hustle. So you threw if he wouldn't have thrown my name out there and made people come look for me and come for me, like on my page that had nothing, like no lives, no videos. I had a few posts, a little shorts out there, you know, just so people would know I was a real person when I was talking cap on whoever's channel I was on. I'm a real person. I put my picture on there. That's me on that thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't hide behind whatever. Well, that part too, and dig this here. If he comes on and fucking apologizes, I might, but he's never going to do that, so I ain't got to worry about it. Yeah, and really to black women as well. He's fucking drags black women. Looks, the whatever he made me apologize for, him and I was capping in private about it because it's true. I don't know if it's something, and it's not only black women, like black girls. It's something they're putting in the food. These young people, like especially where I'm at, like in the area I live, the girls are built like fucking linebackers, and the boys are built. There's still one other person that asked me about, like, hey, why you don't come over there no more? And I was on her platform, and I said, I'm not going to address it here. Come to my live and ask, and then I'll surely say what I want to say, because I'm not going to give him any or anyone else any ammunition by talking about them on somebody else's platform. So unless it's, well, fuck that. No, I talk about it on my own. That's why I can go live now. You know, and from this point, I see if there are people out there that are invested enough to support people that drag people like them, like whether it's women or men or whatever, you drag those people, but those are still the people that are supporting you and sending you money. I There's something else to it, because you don't make lamb chops and oxtails and shit. All that shit's way crazy expensive. Here where I'm at, it's expensive. I know it's hella expensive in Atlanta. So you don't eat that kind of food. Even if you was getting food stamps, you're not getting that much to be able to make that shit 2 and 3 and 4 times a month. Look, oxtails this big, 4 in a pack, are $25 where I'm at. Hell no. So if you're not working and you're not doing OnlyFans, like I suspect there may be something going on, or selling dope, because a leopard never changes their spots. You see what I'm saying? So there's a hustle to be had somewhere, and it's not YouTube. He don't get enough views to be making that kind of money on YouTube. However, maybe it's the cash apps, because I know when tax time came around, that ring the alarm. I was outdone, and I don't hate. I congratulate, like, because I look out for people. Like a friend of mine, and I use the term friend loosely. I don't run. You won't see me really around no whole lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I don't run with people, and a lot of people that I be around, they not into YouTube. They not into stunting and profiling. They really not into it. Like my man now. Ah, I tell my son it's my friend that's a boy, but not my boyfriend. Because he like, why you just don't call him your boyfriend? No, no, no. No, 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 sir. I don't do that around my kids. But he's not for all of this being on Front Street like this. So he cracks jokes on me. Like today, he was like, I know you're a Tubi now. And I'm like, I don't know. He may be that one viewer that just sit backs in the cut. And that's fine. I don't do anything that I'm ashamed of or that he would be embarrassed of. You know what I mean? So hold on. This computer really he got it so that I could go on and get the music sticks and stuff together. And I am working on that. Like I said, I am. Where's the damn thing for this? Okay. I am really what happened? Okay. I am really gonna be hell no. Oh yeah, he did say that. No, I didn't. I don't do that. Like I said, I support by hitting the like and hyping you up. There was so much stuff on my page hyping him up, sending that shit to my look, I brought people over there. They was like, we not watching him no more. Look what the fuck he did. And not like the twos and fews I brought over are gonna make a difference on his channel, but it's still the point of it. You know what I mean? So no. I'm telling you, people on Cynthia G channel thought he was my man and that I was in the other room, that Gizmo was my baby. They were like, you and him just scamming. That's your baby. Woody woo. And I was like, oh, fuck to the no. No, it is not. For one, if it was my baby, that would not be your front and center. I don't like I'll put my son on here a little bit and like my friends' kids that I babysit, like the little baby that's on my page, the real teeny one. When I was like, oh look, I went to the grocery store and came home with a baby. That is that, that part. But that is a friend of mine, and him and his wife are friends of mine. He was a co-worker and we just got cool at work, and I started picking him up from work, and we kicked it from there on, like they just good solid people. Everybody needs help, and I like to help people, so those are, that's his actually his granddaughter. His wife's oldest daughter had a baby at 15. And I told them when that girl first got pregnant, I said, that's about to be your baby. And that's what's happening. They get in custody of her. I'm supposed to go over there on July 4th. I'm going to go live over there and we're going to kick it. But, I call them friends because they were my ride to and from my shoulder surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like I babysit when they need somebody to babysit because they both work in hella hours. And they're older kids, not the one whose baby it is, but the next one under her. She don't need to be babysitting them kids, because they've got one that's 5 or 6 and one that's 3, and then the baby who's 6 months, which that's a lot, and then the 2 older girls. So, and the one that's 12, she don't need to be babysitting them kids, you know. So I don't mind doing that. I don't mind looking out like that. But I help people. I really do. Like a girl I met back in my heyday when I was, locked up. I just ran into her the other day, and she had just came home, and she, needed. Hey, girl, there you are. Word from the wise. That's who I was talking about. Day one, right there. That's the one with the just real talk right there. Real talk. You got it. Much love, girl. Much love. I'm gonna be around there. I'm gonna be around there for sure. Much love. That's definite respect all the way. I somehow or another I felt like you was talking to me. Like when I clicked on there and some of the stuff you were saying, I was like bink. That's why I say God put people there for a reason in a season, girl. For real, they really do. Sometimes you just need somebody to confirm what you're feeling. Thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. I appreciate you. We gonna kick it. We gonna kick it, and yeah, because I have questions now. Now that I've been looking at your channel a little bit, I have questions. I do. I do. I do. So I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, you've been on my mind all evening. Just been on my mind. Like, yeah, how? Like how? Yeah, how? But that's what's up. That's what's up. Good luck. Yeah. So yeah, we were just talking about, some of the negative, not even some of the negative, but just some things that I had been interacting with. Like when I said I had to go on and block and cut off and just distance because I'm not for everybody. I am a lot. I am a whole lot. My brain go 100 miles an hour. I am a lot. I'm not for everybody. But one thing for certain, two things for sure, I'll never tell you no lie, and I will never tell a lie on you. Flat out. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bring no bullshit to the game. But and that's why I said I'm going my platforms, my channel's been around for a while, but my platform, like being able to go live and stuff, is relatively new. So I've been, poking around on what's going to get. At first I was like, okay, how can I get the most traffic? Fucks all that. Quantity over quality, or quality over quantity. Oh, I said it backwards, Lord. But yes, quality over quantity. I'd rather build a community of people we can uplift each other, run ideas past each other, help each other, that kind of stuff. I mean, I have knowledge that other people might need, and even if there's just one person on here, I'm going to cook because it might be that one person who needs to hear the information that I have to give, and I was thinking about that earlier. And then when I ran across your channel, girl, I was like, yep, boom, it's coming from somewhere else, it's coming from somewhere else. That's facts. But, before you just popped in, we were talking about how I was like rocking with this one content creator, just rocking with him hard. And he was like a serpent, like a fucking viper on me. I was having some trouble with my godson, and he, just hit puberty, going through something. Like his mama is nowhere but just down the road, and he don't see her. His father passed away, my husband passed away. He was going through puberty, feeling himself. And I raised my kids, so I knew what to expect from this little boy, and I knew he was gonna puff up. Knew he was going to try me. I just didn't know he was going to punch me in the mouth. And so when I went to this person who was all about the uplifting and self-esteem of this, that, and the other, and asked him, like, look, what do you think I should do? Like, what should be, like, I know to get him an outlet, because he's not that kind of kid. He's not. He just was no emotional regulation, and that's, we've been in head corrections on that. He just was feeling them emotions and them hormones and stuff been on trip through him. And I didn't read the social cues. He too big to pop with the belt. Like everybody been there got popped with the belt from there. I'm old school. I'm old school. Like I'm old school. The only thing that's different about me is when my kids say why, I'm going to explain to you why. Like my parents was like, don't ask no questions, do as I say, and that's that. I want him to understand. So this particular day, I popped him with the belt, and he looked at me. He was like, that didn't hurt. I ain't scared of you. So I puffed up and I hit him again. And when I hit him again, that boy out of nowhere was like, pump. Now I fucked him up. Don't get me wrong. I fucked him up. Definitely had him on there in the fetal position, crying, talking about, I'm sorry. You goddamn right. And I bet you he don't do it again. If he does, like I told him, I'm going to call the people on you. I'm going to call the people. I'm too old. I'm in my 50s. I'm too old. I'm not going to be, and he's not going to do anything but get bigger and stronger. So when I asked this person for advice, like, hey, you were once a young black boy, because, my godson is his mother's black, his father's black. Like my children, I'm white, their father is black. But this little boy is a straight black. But like, look, you were once, and fuck what color you are. Everybody was a little girl at one time. Everybody was a little, not every, but like every woman was a little girl, and every man was a little boy. So I asked for his opinion, and he told me, he was like, oh, well, you should just put his ass out. If anyone does that to their mother, they don't deserve to live in the house. He's 13, you sorry fuck. And he just turned 13. And at that point, that made me just really take a step back from this guy and pay attention to the traffic that was coming through his channel. And I had noticed that a lot of the solid guys, the men that were coming and talking this uplifting stuff about the positivity and uplifting of black men, they were dropping off to the wayside. And a lot of pick me bitches was popping up there. Oh, yeah, he's way too young. He's just a little kid, man. He's just a little fella. We don't throw kids away. Yeah, oh, definitely. We on that. Definitely. Like I'm working with the school on a mentor, and really, I took that happened, I think, on a Thursday. I took that entire weekend because I asked him, I'm like, would you do that to your mother? Because he puts his mother, like that's his mom, and he ain't never gonna love anybody like his mom, and rightfully so. But if you wouldn't do it to her and she's fucking you around some kind of way, why would you do it to me? And I'm standing here with you. I'm 10 toes down with you. I'm going to the PTA. I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? You got questions about what's happening here and there, and how to shave and whatever the hell else you want to know. I'm telling you the real deal. I'm talking to you about girls and, herpes and whatever else. So, I had to make him understand. Like I called his mom, and she spoke to him, and it was kind of superficial. She's like, tell her you're sorry. I know, don't tell him to tell me shit. Don't tell him that. No, I don't want to hear I'm sorry from him. I want him to sit and think of why he would do it to me and not you. And I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? And, then I talked to his brothers. He's got older brothers, but he's like, he was the late in life baby. Like he's 13, he just turned 13. His next oldest brother is 22. So there's this huge gap. And, he sees his brothers on the weekends and stuff, but he doesn't, I'm here for all the solid shit. I make sure you go to school. I make sure you got the clothes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you right, day one. You right. Now, yeah, we know him. We know him, especially, and if what he did to me and how he spoke about me, the people that know how we rock like that, how he did that because of some bullshit, because some pick me bitch came in the channel and said I offended her. Well, fuck her. She should have looked in the mirror. I mean, I'm not always right about what I say. I'm not always right. And I'm so open to have a logical discussion with somebody, so, if I say, like I said before, if I say something and you are like, oh, I'm offended. Well, first you should look at your fucking self and say, why does it offend me? And then if you really believe that I'm wrong, then hey, Trista, let me kick it to you for a minute. Let's just talk about that. And if we have a discussion and I'm like, damn, you're right, I'm gonna put it out there. Hey, y'all, I was wrong. Stand corrected. I don't have no problem with that. I really don't. But when you make a whole video about me on your channel, calling me all kinds of fucking white bitches and this and that, man, fuck that. So yeah. So that, but like I said, going through, like, waking up today, I felt great when I woke up, and I ran across Angel Baby. She's from over on his spot too, and she's so positive. And then I ran across you, and just hearing these things, and I'm like, yep, these words is meant for me. It doesn't matter where it comes from, as long as I catch it when it's thrown. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm putting down what somebody's picking up what somebody's putting down, and it's for me. And then that's my other saying. If I say something, if it don't apply to you, because I don't speak in every and all. I'm not like every, young under 30 black girl in my neighborhood is a douchebag. Not every, I'm not like that. It's not every and all. So you have to ask, why does the shoe fit you? Why is the shoe, why? And then if the shoe doesn't fit, why the fuck you wearing it? Like, that's all I'm saying. So when he sent, and like I told Keely when she popped up, now look, that bitch ain't came to say nothing to me about nothing since I left from over there. But yet you want to have a conversation. Bitch, conversate these nuts is really how I felt. But I'm like, yeah, cool. Because for one, you on my channel, so you giving me exposure. You support me. Cool. Thank you for coming, is what I told her. But really go and try to get in my vault of receipts on him. Talk about, well, I just really want to know what you got on. I just came for the tea, girl. Bitch, you a lie. No, you didn't. You a lie. You didn't come for the tea. The fuck I look like? I didn't get 50-something years old because I'm dumb. That shit was crazy. But I'm not mad at her. What I did tell her, like I said, I noticed that after that shit fell off with me, she changed her profile picture. She took her little pretty white face up off of there and put some kind of fucked up avatar on there because he told her to. For one, I'm sure he did, because he didn't want them to come for her because he knows what it is. He catches all kinds of flack. But like I told her, I said, don't get it twisted. He gonna come for you too one day. And if he don't, you dick riding. Simple as that. You dick riding. So, and I have been known to highly participate in some people. A lot of times if I don't hear something that cues into my mind that makes me want to watch somebody, it's obviously I like how the fuck you look. You know what I mean? Especially he was taking baths and all kinds of shit online. That's why I say if he didn't have that little girl, he'd be doing OnlyFans or selling dope again. Or maybe he is. And who knows what he's doing? I don't give a shit. Because like I said before, what he eats don't make me shit. And so I'm gonna pull back with the bass on my voice because I did make a commitment to being more positive on my platform. I want to be positive. I do. So the only time I'm gonna try to rein in and keep the bass out of my voice and stay positive unless somebody comes for me. If you come for me, fuck you. All bets is off. Don't come for me. I don't mess with nobody. I don't disrespect people. I even if I disagree with somebody on their platform, just like a lot of people are having conversations about, Carmelo Anthony and what they feel or don't feel happened in his trial or didn't happen, and, we can agree to disagree on some things. We can. But keeping it real, and I'm going to have to look and find the girl's name, but I ran across another case. Exact same circumstances. Two teenagers had a fight. One of them stabbed the other one. More so probably out of fear and emotion. You know how people who are scary do. You got to watch them scary fuckers. Scary people are the most dangerous people in the world. It's people that walk around scary. Oh, you're fighting scary. You know, the scary person, you know, they say watch the quiet people, and that's true too, but you really need to watch a scary person. So it was the same scenario. And one girl, they got into a fight with each other in front of a smoke shop. And the one girl stabbed the other girl with like they say it was a switchblade, like a butterfly thing. I don't know. I didn't see it. You know, just like they say Carmelo Anthony's was a teeny little tool. Who knows? We wasn't there. We don't know. But she nicked the girl in the neck. And so the fight broke up, and the girl who got stabbed went to her car like she was finna leave, whatever. She didn't realize that she bled out and died, right? She bled out and died. And the whole thing was on video. Like it happened so fast, you didn't even see she had a knife in her hand. But so the whole thing was on video. It was no question who did it. And they charged this girl, but they charged her as a juvenile. And she was convicted of manslaughter, and she's doing 3 years. Now, there's the only difference I see, the circumstances are the same. And I hate it, but it was a white girl on white girl, and not a black boy on a white boy. And the thing is they hyped up Carmelo Anthony so tough to have the division and the divide. That's my belief. He did get overcharged. He was a scared little boy who let out of emotion, whatever. But I was on somebody's platform, and as soon as they found out, like we was all kicking it, having a good time, and the host had said something, and he was really going all in about white people, and I had to stop for a minute. I was like, ooh, you know, are you speaking to every and all white people? Because I am a non-melanin woman. That's how I say. I don't like to say white because it makes people feel. So I said, I'm a non-melanin woman. That's day one. That's Cynthia G verbiage, non-melanin. So as soon as they seen I said I was non-melanin, boom, I'm timed out. Even though my next comment, because there was some asshole on there talking about black people wouldn't have shit if it wasn't for white people. And I'm like you wrong as hell, because a lot of the inventions were stolen back, like the light bulb, the telephone, was a lot of stuff, you know. So that's but they didn't get to that comment. All they seen was we was all kicking it until they were like, oh, white woman, boom. The fuck? So yeah, it's just I don't like to get down in them environments. I don't. I want to stay positive, and I do want people to be able to say your opinion, because none of us know everything. None of us know everything. Like I'm putting together now about the clean slate program. The federal government changed the thing about how your felonies stick with you, and it's called every state and county has a program like this, and it's called the Clean Slate program where I'm at. And a lot of felonies fell as long as you've stayed out of trouble for a decent amount of time. And me, whoop, whoop, it's been over 20 years, but you can go get them shits taken off your record. And in this day and age, yeah, you should have them off your record if you ain't got to have them, you know. I don't know. I don't ever want to be confined again and have somebody tell me when I can go to the bathroom and stuff like that. However, sometimes, you know, you forced to commit crimes sometime. I believe it's a world of have and have nots. You know, they put like race is a construct that they made to divide and say, okay, I'm better than you, or you're better than this one or that one. It's a social construct, and it keeps people divided, you know, and that's, you know, that's a fight for another day. But in some small way, you know, I make my difference, you know. I don't know. All I'm saying is I want to be positive. I want to bring forth ideas and information and agree to disagree. And like I was saying before, in this world, you always gonna have, like, there would be no good without evil, no sunshine without rain. So there would be no God without the devil. So, and that's one thing I realized this morning on your live, that like the devil is real and he works through people to get to you. So I had to stop and think, like, with all this back and forth nonsense with not the one we talking about day one, but with this other guy, the one who gave me the game on how to go on and pump them subscribers up real quick so I could go live, so I could clap back about Ding Dong over there. Just because I don't like nobody putting a narrative out on me. Don't put a narrative out on me that's not true. Just don't. Like, I roll with the truth all day long. I'm a fat old white woman. I'm not fat, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, just say the truth. Like, I got fake teeth in the back. That's true. I need glasses. That's true. I can ride with the truth, but don't put a narrative out on me that's foul. So the other person I was talking about, I got caught up with the fact that they calling me out my name, and I haven't been interacting with this person on their channel but 2 weeks. And I was cool enough, and we was kicking it enough for you to give me the game, and we was cool enough for to talk, and you trust my judgment on different people that's popping in and out of your chat. But now I'm a bitch because I used the game you gave me and started networking through your platform, the people you introduced me to, and now you fucking mad. I don't understand that. I really don't. I don't understand that. So that's what I'm not gonna do over here. Over here is all. It's gonna be. We just gonna show love, and you don't have to you don't have to like me, but respect me. I'm gonna respect everybody here, and that's how I feel. And I needed to hear what I heard today. And like I said, it was on my heart all day in my mind. To really just come out here, even if I didn't have nobody watching. Eventually somebody would watch, and they would know that I got a good word from the wise today, flat out. And that's facts. And I also see, I was checking your channel out, you do music too. I'm gonna check that out. Are you on Spotify? Hopefully you're still here, but are you on like Spotify or where your music at? Because I make like music sticks. Just what I don't you do. I'm not like no DJ. I don't do like mixtapes, but I do like, make mix not mixtape. I said the wrong word, but I make music sticks and sell music sticks around where I'm at. And I'm just gonna put it out there. I do have somebody else that co-signs everything I put on them, and they all bangers. They all, whether it's country, whether it's R&B, rap, whatever it is, spiritual, they all bangers. Everything on there is something good. Okay, cool. I'm gonna check it out. I definitely am, because if it's on there, I can download it. Yep. And I'm gonna shout you out. I'm definitely gonna do that. We're gonna do that, because I don't know. I was listening. It was something when I popped on your page just to look, and something was playing, and I'm like, and I looked, and it was something you did. I said, who makes this? And I looked, and I said, oh, okay, she do music too. Okay, that's what's up. Maybe one day you can have a talk with my son about his funky ass hair. Because he wanted to do them freeform. I see you got them long dreads. You got some beautiful hair. But he want to do them freeforms and all that kind of crap. But he's been growing it for like 3 years now, but he keeps twisting the shit off, and it looks like shit. He won't listen to me though, because the difference in, I don't know shit. So he says. But I'm gonna tell you what, my little black baby girl, she went to preschool with her hair down to her ass. I know how to make it grow, and what he's doing is not making it grow. So that's for another story. That's for another story. Oh, Dig, day one. If you still here, I used to let my son watch him too. Like, he like, he awesome he got a Nike tech suit on. I want one of them. Oh, that's fresh. You know what I'm saying? And I said, oh my goodness, thank goodness my boy didn't hear that shit he talked about me. That's what I keep telling him. That's what but he not gonna listen to me. He not gonna listen to me. Like, I know how to make it grow, but he won't listen to me. Like at one point in time, he wanted to try every product, every grow cream, every oil. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. You're gonna mess yourself. And they're twisting and pulling. It was so bad. It was so bad that in the bathroom in the morning, it'd be little cuckabug hairballs everywhere. It was horrible. So it got to, and he did it to himself. Now it's his chore to clean the bathroom. That's what you get for shedding all over my fucking bathroom. I hate that shit. And I swear I hope he gets it together before he starts shaving. Because all that shit in the sink, hell no. Ugh. Like we have 2 bathrooms here, but I gave my daughter the master bedroom with the attached bathroom. I felt it was only fair. I didn't want her to have to share a bathroom with the boy. You know, she's grown. Oh yeah, I did. Day one, I did. You know, but I'm glad he didn't hear that bullshit he said about. I did tell him because he asked me one day. He's like, you know, and I said, no, I don't watch it. I don't fucks with him no more. And he was like, why? And I said, you know, he just did something real foul. And I told him, I said, he talked about me real bad. He started spreading lies and rumors. But that was just the devil working through him. Devil working through him. You know, and sometimes you got to let that be. But, you know, at one point in time, I thought for a minute that Fancy was trying to silence me about him. But I don't think that was it because Fancy, you know, I support her channel. We talk a little bit, you know, through the lives or whatever. And I feel like she's just about being calm and non-confrontational. You know what I'm saying? Now I can be calm, but like I said, you bring the smoke to me, I'm gonna smoke you. I don't care. You know, just like this other character, he was talking about he gonna roast me. Bitch, I don't care. I've been roasted by the best. You can't, girl. These people get sensitive about your mama jokes now. Let me really start roasting somebody. Damn, they want to come try to do something to me for real over some weird shit on the internet. Like people move weird on this internet. It's a trip. That's why when I come across somebody that I feel like that I feel and I see is out there being real, that I have to call them out. I have to shout them out. I stop to watch, you know. Now I still stop and watch buffoonery on the internet, and I still hit the like on that too. Like when people doing, you know, their you know little trick pony show that they do to get views. The only stuff I don't like that I don't watch on YouTube, that people that do weird stuff for views, is the people that do that whole goofy thing where they're going like, oh, pancake, whoop, beep. And they do that weird stuff. I don't understand how people watch that shit and support that kind of weird stuff. Like you're not doing anything that's putting like substance out, you know? All right, have a good night. Word from the wise girl. Have a great night. I'm going to see you on the lives now. All right, have a good night, girl. I'm going to holler back at you. Holler back at me. Much love. Respect. Yeah, so I'm glad she stopped in. I that's what I was talking about in the beginning of the live. She really, yeah. I'm gonna check her out. You check her out, see if you know. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I'm just saying I had to put that out there. That's positive vibes into the world. And it really solidified the fact that I don't want to build. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be chilling. I might maybe here, I may me not. So you have a good night. So that's called you should. Maybe I need to. Nope. I showered earlier. I'm like, maybe I need a shower. No, I showered earlier. But all right. Yep. If I'm here, cool. If not, you have a great night, baby. And I will see you on the next one. So I'm going to refill my cocktail and find something else to talk about. So 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Oh. Oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, no. Yeah, I probably should go to bed too. I got to get up. I don't have to get up early, but I'm going to. Let me see. I'm going to eat some orange taco salad. This was good. Now, tomorrow, I'm definitely going to cook these neck bones that I have. I'm cooking them tomorrow. But I appreciate y'all for coming and hit the like for me, y'all. Hit the like for your girl. It ain't gonna hurt you. Ain't nobody gonna know you hit the like. And if you don't, welcome. I appreciate y'all for just watching. That's what's up. I'm gonna use a phrase I got from somebody. Double tap, double tap, double tap. Yeah. Oh yeah, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt right there. Yep, and that's what you get when you slew-footed and clumsy. I'm gonna have to steam clean this, but that's all right. I didn't need that anyway. Mm-mm. Lucky one of my kids didn't do it, or I'd have been talking cash shit. I spilled my little thing, and I'm not even tipsy. That's the funny part. Yep. Good thing the computer wasn't over there because my man just got this little computer so that I could do the music sticks again. So good thing the computer wasn't over there. Is what I'm saying. Good thing the computer wasn't over there. Anyway, I appreciate y'all being here. Hit the like for your girl. Shout out your channel if you're a content creator. I know I got a teeny tiny platform, but you never know. Might be just that one person who needs to hear what you have to say on your platform for sure. Simple as that. I made this taco salad the other day, y'all. I made it yesterday, not the other day. I made it yesterday. It is so good. Yeah, it is so good. Let's see if a bish don't drop this. I'm gonna have to get my. You know what? I'm actually gonna have to lift this up because I don't want it to get funky underneath. I'm gonna have to just lift it up so it can dry. Ooh, that's a good one. That's cold on my foot. Let me see. I'm gonna go grab another towel just in case. I hate that. Yeah, it's getting late over here, y'all. I noticed my girl Key didn't come on tonight. She must have been tired from work. Yep. Okay. Anywho, I appreciate y'all being here for sure. I don't know. Like I said, I am going to. I keep saying, well, I don't know if I say it on live or I don't, but I keep. I'm gonna put together a presentation about the clean slate program for sure. And we just gonna put positive vibes out there. We definitely are going to support each other. We're gonna do that. We're gonna rock with those who rock with us. Simple as that. And we're gonna leave the rest of them suckers in the dust, is what we're gonna do. Because like I said, it's quality over quantity. I sure would rather be in a space with people I know fucks with me and I mess with them, fucks with them in back, than to be around people that's just sending, garbage in the chat. I just don't feel like I have the energy to entertain that. That's why I go to other platforms that is built for that, because that's what they do. But I don't. I don't want to get wound up. I don't want to be talking shit. I mean, well, I do want to talk shit, but not about somebody. We can talk shit about a lot of stuff. And like I said, we could plan a roast. Like, we can have a raffle on that, like who's gonna roast each other. We come on here and roast each other if that's the case, but it has to be funny. It can't just be no personal jabs. I mean, I don't understand. A lot of people so sensitive that you crack your. I mean, I grew up on your mama jokes. Damn, Eddie Murphy did your mama jokes. So did Steve Harvey did them. Although Steve Harvey's not really that funny, but Bernie Mac. There's a lot of them. Mike Epps. Everybody does your mama jokes, but really, I remember I think the first stand-up comic that I ever really remember seeing was Eddie Murphy. I remember me and my cousin, I was young, I had to be about 7 or 8. And we were over my auntie house. And then when you went to my auntie house, the kids go over there and do what kids do. So me and my cousin, we was on the sun porch back there watching TV, and they had cable, and my auntie had like all the channels, like all of them, so we could see everything. And Eddie Murphy, I think it was it Raw that came out first, or was it Delirious? Whichever one that he cracked out Mr. T. You know, that's a fire. But yeah, Eddie Murphy, I think it was Raw. I don't know, but I remember he had them tight ass red leather pants on. I do remember that. And I tell you what, from that day on, I was hooked. That shit was so funny. You know, but just like I watched a little bit of them awards where Drewski came on and did that parody of Jay-Z. What y'all think of that? Y'all got any opinions on that? I thought it was just comedy. It wasn't that funny, but it was just comedy. But other people were saying that by Drewski doing that he was just doing the equivalent of blackface. And I'm like, I don't think black people can do blackface. You know what I mean? Like blackface is when white people, you know, put the blackface on and make a mockery of people or whatever. I mean, can black people do blackface? I mean, respectfully asking, you know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Or did y'all even see it? I only seen part of it. I didn't watch all of it. I just seen the clips where he did the thing about Jay-Z. I don't know. I mean, I think that all famous people are fair game to be capped on, though. Like when they had that roast on Kevin Hart. I don't know, but before I get too caught up in talking about that, what y'all think? Can black people do blackface? And is it cool I talk about it? I don't want nobody talking about, ooh, you talking about black people, you can't do that. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck, but I'm trying to be nice. I'm just saying. Because I don't try to disrespect nobody. On the real, I don't try to disrespect nobody. So, anyway, I appreciate y'all being here and letting me run my mouth. But it is almost 1:00 where I'm at. Let me see. How long have we even been on here? Chitter chat. How do you even find out how long you've been on live? Like, how do you know? How do you know how long you've been on here? Like, isn't it supposed to tell you? I don't know. It hasn't told me anything. Yeah, I don't know. How do you find out how long? Oh, there it is. I see. Okay, yeah, we've been on here a minute talking. Well, with that being said, I think I am definitely going to try to wind this down because I don't know. Because I'm going to eat and finish cleaning up this damn drink I spilled. That's facts. I hate I did that too. Crazy shit. But at least it was me and not my kids because for one, I really don't let my kids go. I really don't let them in my room. You know what? I'll be up early. I'll be up about 5:00. But really, the new job that I have is from 8 in the evening till 8 in the morning. It's only one day a week, but I still have to get acclimated to that. So, and I didn't get off my cleaning job till damn near 10:00, and it was so hot here today that I stayed here all day watching lives, chilling. So, but you still up? Why you still up this late, ma'am? Yeah, we have been here over an hour. Definitely though. But we had a good talk though. We really did. We didn't trash nobody too bad. All in all, it was a positive night. And like I said, I really wanted to come on and talk about that because practice makes perfect. So I'm a practice being positive. That was a quick shower. I thought about it for a minute when you said that. I was like, do I have to take a shower? But I took one earlier. But so I have to work tomorrow night. My client's out the hospital. So tomorrow's my regular night to work. And I picked up Saturday, which is the 4th, but I forgot I was supposed to go over my one couple friend that I told you I babysit for their kids and stuff. They're barbecuing for the 4th, and my friend, he can cook his ass off. His wife's an okay cook, but he can throw down. I really have to find out like what time they gonna get that shindig going on because I have to be to work by 8. You got to get up for work in the morning? This taco salad kicking too. It's so good. Yeah, because as a general rule, I'm usually not up this late. And maybe, oh girl, you gotta go to bed. Shoot, I don't know what time it is where you're at, but it's 1 o'clock where I'm at. So yeah. Oh, it's only 10 where you're at? Oh, well, you good. You good then. You on the West Coast. You good. You definitely good. Hmm. But yeah, you good. My friend is over there. My friend lives at the in the mountains. I forget what city she said, but yeah, she's up in the mountains and she absolutely loves it. I have to get out there to see her. Eventually, when I get YouTube rich and famous, that's where I'm going. I'm going to California. What's that song? I'm going back to Cali. 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 Anyway, and another thing, like my man said, ain't nothing out, after 11, 12 o'clock but 7-Eleven and legs. So I just be in the house. I don't really go out and about. I don't. Like a friend of mine, she wanted me to come over. She was trying to sell me something, some of your booster or whatever. But she called me at like 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. And I was up cleaning out my closet and stuff. Like I said, trying to get acclimated to being up at nighttime. Because I mean, my client said I could fall asleep, but that's just not professional. So I'm trying to get back acclimated because I used to work midnights a long time ago. I love working midnights because you got your whole day to do what you want to do. But I forgot what I was going to say. I must be getting tired. Oh, she called me at 2 o'clock in the morning and then wanted me to rush over there because I was telling her, well, send me a picture of what you have. I'm not coming over there. I don't even know what the fuck it is. And she just, and I'm like, and for another thing, I would care if you had, a gold brick over there. I'm not coming out at 2:30 in the morning. For what, my man would have a heart attack. I mean, he wouldn't be like, what are you doing? But I mean, it would just make me look bad. My husband passed away like 3 years ago. So this is a new cat. I mean, he's not new to me. I've known who he was. He's known who I was for since I've been up here, since I was married to my husband. Like the city I'm in is small. So if just people know people out here. And so it's not like he's a complete stranger to me, but we getting to know each other. There's no fucking way in the world I would want. And in the business he's in, he's liable to be out at all times of the night, in and out, back and forth. And he's not a dope man. He's not none of that bullshit. He's a solid businessman. And that's the last thing I need. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing but 7-Eleven and legs. I would hate to, have to explain or even to have him look at me any kind of suspicious way. Because I tell you, I loved my husband. I loved him. I would have spent the rest of my life with him, and he spent the rest of his life with me. He died on our floor. He died right here. I laid with him. But I would hate to, like, when you build a relationship with somebody, I just would hate to break that bond, to break that trust. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming out that time. Like I told you, especially not on no wishing a prayer on some boosted shit. And then she has some weird chick in the background, and I could hear her talking. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming. That sounds like a setup to me. I'm not coming. And like I said, the town I'm in is small. So when I asked who this chick was, like, who is you? Like, woo, and I'm getting information about her. And then I put my feelers out, like I called a couple people, like, do you know such and such? And don't nobody know you? Nah, it sounds suspicious to me. I'm paranoid. Like I said, it's one thing to be, yeah, I just feel, when you be unsecured, like when, yeah, no. Right. Did sound suspicious, didn't it? Yup. Well, I know why my girl Gina called. I know why she called. I know what she going through. And like I told her, man, you tripping, and I'm not gonna run because you on your shit. Now I'm all in for the get down, like the half off, the boost and stuff. I'm all in to buy that kind. I don't boost. I'm not. But I'm all in if I can get a deal, especially as funny as money is nowadays. Like, hell no, I still haven't got my unemployment. My court hearing for that is on the 9th because it's a whole hot mess. That's a whole nother day. I will save that one for another day. So my money tight. So I'll take a deal whenever I can. It's not the deal that's the problem, but because you calling me at that time of morning and you feeling some type of way, because I don't want to call her out. I already spoke to her specifically about this, but you feeling some kind of way, I'm not going to support that shit. So just because I know you feeling some kind of way, like you need whatever it is or you want whatever it is, zero fucks given. I'm not jumping for that. Even if it was 3 in the afternoon, I wouldn't run over there. I'm not going to support you doing that. I'm not, you know. Oh, wait a minute, day one. But I'm the dope fiend. That shit was crazy. Still can't believe he said that shit about me. I'm like, really? He just never took the time to ask me why. Because I was like, my daughter was almost a gizmo, like when I got locked up. Not because I had her and just threw her the fuck away. I was like, you raise her. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I'm just saying, like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to support you. Like, now I could say if she, it was an emergency, I don't even know, at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can't suspect of shit that would make me want to run out the house. I mean, did you? I wonder if they did anything about it, though. Well, they would tell you if they did, though. And really, I appreciate that. I do, because it was some bullshit. It really was. It just. And then I didn't watch all of it. I only seen the part of it. And when I got good and pissed, I didn't want to hear no more. Oh, and then after that day, wait a minute. Something, I think right when I watched it or when I started clapping back about it, like we all get suspicious calls, like telemarketing calls. But I got this call from a local number in my area. It was a Detroit number. And just things that make you go hum. Because when I said hello, I could hear the background and they weren't saying anything. So I was like, dig, if you can't talk, just text, coward, and hung up. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe it was a stage fright, a telemarketer, or maybe it wasn't. Maybe somebody else was calling. Who knows? But I know he wouldn't be foolish enough to send nobody he knows at me. I don't see it being that serious. Like Keely said, oh, he's moved on. No, the fuck he hasn't, because you over here talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you over here trying to find it in my heart. Now, as long as I don't get called out and had nobody tag me saying that he's saying more about me, you know, like was it you who said that he said I said he was gay or some shit like that? You just starting shit. You just trying to make up an excuse for doing what you did because it was foul. But I don't know. Just don't come for me and I won't come for you. You know what I mean? I just because in the real world, if we was two human beings in the same area, there would have never been that level of disrespect from either one of us because he would have known. I don't fuck with people like that in the real world. And like for one, my husband didn't deal with no flip-floppy assholes like that. Like my husband was like, if you don't like my wife white, the fuck on. Then we was never boys to begin with. But none of his people ever was like that. Like no people he grew up with, none of his family was ever like that. And I was the first white woman he was ever with. And he kept me. But I don't deal with people like that. I don't, wow. That's strange. Like a viper he turned. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, well, yeah, that's beast mode. He used to call me and be like, was it funny? Was it funny? Yeah, it's always funny when the shoe's on the other foot. I never thought he'd do that shit to me. And fuck, that was just, ugh. But that's what I'm saying about getting caught up in that negativity. I should have not got caught up in that because I know what he is. I knew what he was. I just thought that we were better than that. Like, like I know the game. I know the game we playing. But fuck him if he ain't let it go. Tell him come at me if you want to. Shit. Whatever. I bet you he never pulls up. Just saying. Just crazy. Like, I don't know why people take that shit so serious though. I don't know. He takes that shit really serious, man. And I'm kind of suspicious now that my comment that was flagged for sexual content, it was a warning. I appealed it though because like I said dick riding, but it was something I posted on his channel. And now all of a sudden today it's been flagged, it's been up for a month, 2 months, well, however long it's been up there. And now all of a sudden today it's been flagged. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of suspicious. But I appealed it because it wasn't sexual in nature. It said dick riding in it, but it didn't say like, oh, I'm riding a dick to get off. It wasn't that. It was something along the lines like, we had a discussion and I never went anywhere or said anything you did. And as for you saying I'm dick riding, you know what I mean? I didn't say it like in a sexual way. So they should take the warning off and they should repost it. So I'm here. I'm here because and I don't know why he's still up then. You know what I mean? But then again, a lot of people got to go. They have to have a lot of them. Like, there are some people that live to go like their followers. Let's just use an example. And this is not who I'm talking about because I can't remember her name. But let's just use Beyonce and the Beehive. If Beyonce was online and told her followers, hey, look, boom, who 2, 3, 4,000 people would go and report. Like he has a way bigger platform than me, so he definitely can get way more complaints on me than I could on him. But like I said, the light always shines through the dark. Truth always comes to light. And once they get so many complaints, the AI automatically sends that out, automatically pulls the content for review and sends that out. Well, pulls it and puts that on there because he's gotten so many complaints on it. So I'm sure that he told somebody or they rallied up for it. But little dude, I'm Petty Betty. I didn't say shit wrong, so I'm Petty Betty. My shit will be back up. So, and if not, I'll just go on there and post and I'll say it again under a different thing. I'm not whatever. Cause I don't come for nobody. I don't make it personal and come for nobody on a personal level. Like, I don't know. But that lets you know whatever I said or whatever happened, he took it personal. His feelings were hurt. You know what I'm saying? So all that weird shit, I don't understand it. It's weird. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's not broke. Yeah, that's just some weirdness. I don't know. It's just and he never like he always like so many women are vying for my attention. That's one of the phrases he used, and I was like, "Oh, I dig it," and that's why I apologize. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to blow your hustle, but right is right and wrong is always wrong. So, and I've been wrong before, but I'm not wrong right now. That's all that matters is I'm not wrong right now. So, fuck him. Fuck him if you can't take a joke. It's the internet. The internet's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? The internet is for everybody. Don't do that. Don't do that. The internet is for everybody. I have never even watched Naya one of Beef with a Beast that somebody popped up on. I see that a few people I've seen like on the thumbnail and stuff that people have came on there, but I've never watched one. Like I said, he wants to control the narrative. He wants to control the. That's why I will never, you will never, never, ever catch me on there trying to defend myself or whatever. I didn't even I seen the thumbnail, but I didn't watch it. I should look it up right now. Let me look it up and see because it probably was a train wreck. I don't even remember what coach did, but let me see. Let me see. Here we go. How far back was it though? So oh shit, it's gonna be too hard to find. Hold on. I seen the thumbnail for it. Let me see. Yeah, a lot of his content there, poor little baby. Wait a minute. You know what? So I see something on here from a year ago. It says I'm back from a year ago. Oh, Thursday last week. So that wasn't that long ago. So let me go here. Oh, I was on the wrong one. I did a video. That was the video. So let me see. I think the thumbnail was a split screen, wasn't it? I think so. Let me see. It would be for the beast. This might be it right here. Hold on. Let me look at this thing on here. Hold on. Let me sort of see this transcript. Let me see. Maria sent him money this day. Man. Listen, ain't hide. Come see the beast. Come see me now. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Miss Chris, you had beef with the beast. Word on the street, you had beef with the beast. Snorts. Miss Chris McCoy. Ah, that's funny. My husband's nickname was McCoy. Let me see. I don't see. All right. This must not be it. Hold on. Let me see if it's in the transfer. COACH. Let's see. That's coachable. I don't know. I have to look it up. I don't. I had to find. I thought I seen that. Wait a minute. Let me see. My calves are sore from yesterday. Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to look it up. Like I said, I don't really fuck with him like that because just watching silently is is supporting him, and I just really don't. Let me see. Oh, wha- look, I'm looking through here, and somehow or another, like I put this thing on here that says sometimes you have to forget how you feel and think about what you deserve as as a little short I made. But look what the fuck is right next to it. At first, I thought this motherfucker did a post about it, but he didn't. It was just two separate shorts. But what a coincidence that they put his shit next to mine. Okay, 5 days ago. Let me. Okay, let me see. 5 days ago, let me see. 7, 4, 6, 5 days ago, got woke. Rittenhouse versus Anthony. Beef with a Beast. SOS. Oh, here we go. Okay.
All right.
Now I look at him and I don't see he ain't nothing attractive about him like that to me now. And he's gonna beef with a beast with Gizmo right in the background. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to get some chips and dip for this one. Hold on. I know that's fucked up. That's something different. That's something different. Oh, ma'am. What are you gonna eat?
Let's go. Okay, we got 4 of y'all in here. Okay, everybody's coming over. Let's okay. Well, hey, CJ. What up, CJ? Okay, let's drop the link for Mr. Copy. Let's get it going. Chat. Shout out to the chat. We're gonna get this thing going. All right, we're gonna see if Mr.
Man, she ate all my jalapeno dip.
There's the link.
Fucker. That's all right.
There we go, y'all. So this, I'm a man of my word. Okay, so I'm a man of my word.
Where am I? Wait a minute.
Yeah, Green. Let's go. Come on over now.
Wait a second.
You can always unsubscribe, y'all, later on if you choose.
She ate all the jalapeno dip, but I hit the last of the Doritos, fucker.
Listen, we got an emergency here. We have an individual.
Is it?
We stopped everything just for this individual. He said that he would come over. Let's see if he.
I don't know.
We're going to. The link is dropped.
Like people can come just talk to his punk
Code
ass.
G. All right, Code G. Code G, is that you? Okay, we got Code G up here, y'all. All right, hold on.
Okay. Might be.
Shout out to Code G.
Oh, he's cute.
Yes, sir.
Nice looking. I might go watch him next.
Felipe Lopez. That was my favorite. One of my favorite basketball players when I was growing up in high school, man. Felipe Lopez.
All right, man. I'm gonna get off here too because.
First of all, shout out to you.
You have a good night.
Tell us a little bit about
I should go to bed too.
We know a little bit about
I may watch a little bit more and react a little bit, but you have a good night. Thank you for coming, baby. I'll see you on the next one, okay? I will. We'll watch it together tomorrow. Now that I know what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. I may try to figure out how to do the double screen thing. All right. Much love. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I may try to figure out how to double screen it and do those reactions on the laptop. I'm going to try. I'm going to work around it and see. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pop off this live too. It's nighttime. Ain't nothing open but 7-Eleven and legs. And my eyes right now. So y'all have a good night. Hit the like for me on the way out, y'all. Even if you peeking in the back. You stayed long enough. Let's hit the like for you, girl. If not, I still appreciate you. Silent support is support. And I appreciate y'all. Come back tomorrow, and I'm going to do a reaction on this behavior. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be respectful, and we're going to do live, valid reactions. Plain and simple. That's what we're going to do. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Oh, my. Everybody sleep well, rest well, and I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. Have a good one now. All right, we are out, over, and out. Now I got to see how to end the live on this laptop. Don't laugh. Technology sucks. But I'm going to figure it out. I don't have access to that. How do you stop a live on here? I don't know. But Y'all can laugh at me in a minute because I am going to. Oh, well, there's the share screen feature. Anyway, I am trying to figure. I don't know how to end the live on my laptop. Oh, there it is. The button up top. Oopsie poopsie. All right. Y'all have a good night. Much love, respect. Thank y'all for coming in and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, I'm going to figure out how to do the whole split screen thing like Cynthia G did. And we gonna react to this nonsense. That's what we going to do. All right. Y'all have a good one. Holla back. Have a good night. And we are out. Beautiful. Boop.